Hey guys, welcome back to Egít Creationism. I'm hitting you guys up with a part 2. I'm Egít Le Vwayajè, here today to talk about my 4th painting in the installment of the Divine Emergence series, part 1 of my healing journey. Sometimes I'm getting the wording a little bit, but it's cool, we here. This painting is called What Are You Afraid Of? I created this painting on July 3rd, 2025, which is, this past summer. I created this on a day where I was coming on the other side of my ego death, rediscovering and learning who I am. I had just started working with this company to host my first art event, and I was trying to create promo content for it, and I was like, I want to show what my progress is like. I'm like, I need another painting, something that feels alive, that feels like what I'm trying to convey for this event, which is basically, learning how to heal and stuff, learning how to like really tap back into who I am, erasures of habits, going just basically pulling the knots and pulling the cords back of everything that made me think of who I should be, if that makes sense, and whatever. It's like, when I was looking at the canvas, I'm like, damn, what do I want to say? I was, sitting by a tree with my Snoopy blanket, my rainbow Snoopy blanket that, pretty thorough, guys, I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of hot, but I like to wear my sweaters sometimes. And I was out there, and I'm like, what do I want to say? And then I'm just like, I realized, I'm like, what am I afraid of? Like, what am I afraid of by becoming this new person? And I realized, I'm like, I have been afraid of things because of the past, being bullied, judgment, being the oddball, being different. And it was like, all of those things were either boxed in or frowned upon or looked at, and it was like I was ridiculed, and things like that. And it was like, I just wanted to be myself and be silly, be weird, be creative, be all these things, and like press the button of what normality is meant to be, because who are you to define yourself but yourself? And then it was like, I remember just making the black space, making sure symmetrical, and I'm like, when you heal your chakras, when you heal your crown, your third eye, your throat, your heart center, your solar plexus, your sacral, your root, when you heal all of your chakras and you find your center, it's like you're able to be like, no, I can express myself. I see, I am, I'm powerful, I'm all these things. And it's like, this painting is literally being like, the darkness doesn't consume who you are. The darkness doesn't have to take you in. You can let your light shine, because your light is all the colors combined. I can be gritty, I can be witty, I can be sassy, I can be sweet, I can be nice, I can be mean, I can be all these different things. And it's like, I am the entire spectrum. And it's like, sometimes you need that to be able to shine out into the world. Don't let your quirks are what make you unique. Your quirks are what make you who you are. Your quirks are the things that define your expression of self. And it's like, I had to stop being afraid of that. I had to stop letting everything outside of me or externally beat down on what I really wanted in life, or what I really wanted to do, or what I wanted to actually explore. And so it's just like, not being afraid of what people think, not being afraid of what people might say, not just being like, bro, I'm just going to live my life. I'm going to live it freely, and I'm going to live it what makes me feel good, what brings me peace, what brings me joy, what brings me laughter. And I'm like, however me that is, it's like, I don't have anything to be afraid of anymore. All those things have gone away. All of those isms and limitations have dissolved, and now I'm just here in the present moment, seeing where life takes me, where life goes. And it's like, I want people to see that. I want people to know that it's possible to just be like, yeah, you know what, that thing happened, but it's like, it doesn't define me. Like, I can be better tomorrow. I can try this tomorrow. Like, today wasn't a good day. That's cool. Then the next day I can be like, how can I make today better than yesterday? Like, you really have to just start understanding that this is your life. And it's like, are you going to let it be? Are you going to let it make you miserable? Or are you going to take charge of the fact that you can only have control of yourself, control of what you do and how you operate? So it's like, if you do that, why not choose to be the best of yourself? And that's what I'm doing here with my art. That's what I'm doing with my creativity, my expression, to bridge that understanding and connect people. To be like, there are kids who are, separated, outcasted, and things like that because they're seen as different, but really they're just not afraid to be themselves. You're just not afraid to be authentic, learning authenticity, learning to be just whimsical, learning how to just be impromptu sometimes. Like, you're not going to be perfect all the time. It's like, what is your humanness if you're not? Why be human if you're trying to be perfect? You feel me? Like, we're here to be imperfect. We're here to make mistakes. We're here to grow. We're here to learn. So why be afraid? And again, this is my What Are You Afraid Of poem. I said poem. My What Are You Afraid Of painting. I also do poetry, guys, but that's coming a little bit later. I think Spirit wanted me to voice that real quick. But yeah, you know, I'm just here, guys, trying to share my story, share my words, share my art, and see what happens. But if you guys want more, I will be creating a YouTube channel soon enough once I get my TikTok rolling and things like that. If you guys want more, get to know me, get to know about my art and my creativity, you guys can follow, like, comment, share, do whatever.